everyone. My name is Mike Yim, and I am one of the co-founders and principals here at Hatchduo. I primarily lead the mechanical engineering team. In 2006, I graduated from San Jose State University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in mechanical engineering. I have had the pleasure of working for Fortune 500 companies such as BAE Systems and Ubiquiti Networks. I elected computer engineering as I entered college, and the first semester into the program, I quickly realized that programming was just not my cup of tea. And that's when I went to my counselor and switched my major from computer engineering to mechanical engineering. I knew that mechanical engineering would be rewarding for me because the end product, the end deliverable, would be a tangible product. I had a vested interest in automotive engineering. Well, as a young engineer straight out of college, I accepted my first job offer from BAE Systems, Ground Systems Division. At the time, this was a dream job because it was the start of my career with an automotive company. I was overwhelmed by all the subject matter experts in materials, in welding, in analysis, the interdisciplinary teams, and these are people with over 20 years of industry experience. But all in all, I learned a great deal of knowledge that I'm now able to apply in consulting today. Working there was also very inspiring because we were reminded of the motivation behind the company's mission. I distinctly remember a poster in the halls that had a photograph of a truck that was completely mangled by an IED explosive. Next to the truck was an image of a piece of armor with a handwritten note on it that read, "This truck saved my life and 5 others." As you can imagine, from that point on, the company's mission and the power of that message was clear. In my opinion, the top 3 skills needed to be successful, not only as an engineer, but as a consultant, is to be a good communicator. And that includes listening, because you have to understand the client's pain points in order to be able to offer the support they need. Which then leads to my second point, that is problem-solving skills. Anyone can be a problem solver, but it's important to quickly deduce to a workable solution, as time to market is critical for many of the clients that we work with. The third skill is management, and that includes time management, self-management, and project management, because we are a small design firm and we often wear different hats to fill many roles. One of the greatest accomplishments in my career as a young engineer at the time was when I developed a buoyant armor system. But aside from that accomplishment, I would say that the greatest among all was Hatchduo. This vehicle that my partner and I built allowed us the opportunity to work closely with clients and launch many great ideas. The sky is truly the limit. It holds many meanings, but the narrative was that my partner and I were this pair of dynamic duos that were hatching great products. That's what I would tell you if you were to ask me what it meant at the time when we founded the company. The metaphor behind duo is like the yin and yang relationship, the push and pull that often comes with the 2 different schools of thoughts in industrial design and engineering, both of which are equally important and necessary throughout the stages of product development. The dynamic between those 2 disciplines is a balance between pushing the boundaries in innovation and staying grounded with what's realistic. We discovered early on that we each brought important skills to the table and value to our clients, so the partnership was a no-brainer, and that's how Hatchduo was born. Fast forward to today, Hatchduo continues to evolve, and with evolution comes clarity. It's taken on a new meaning, and that is the partnership between our agency and our clientele, because we envision Hatchduo as your partners for product design. I think what inspired us to start Hatchduo was that we determined there was a demand for our skill set, and the clients who hire us continues to provide that validation. Having operated a startup ourselves through aggregate watches, we were able to relate and empathize with our clients, since many of them are startups themselves. More often than not, the clients who we work with are seeking quality and speed from our services, but may not necessarily have the capital to hire a large design firm. That's why we're positioned as such to be the agency that fills the void between freelancers and medium to large scale design firms. I would say most clients come to Hatchduo with a technology that they may have either proven or patented or even borrowed from another industry, and they've found a new application for that IP. Sometimes if we're lucky, some of those clients have already built and proven their technologies through working mock-ups and prototypes. Those clients typically commission Hatchduo to productize their ideas for mass manufacturing and optimize for the end user, either for B2B or B2C sales. I believe what sets Hatchduo apart from other design firms is our positioning. We are in a sort of a sweet spot, as I would say, where we have the capabilities and resources to serve a wide range of clients, from early stage startups to well-established businesses, and on occasion, even publicly traded companies. When I think of our positioning for Hatchduo, I think of the fairy tale Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You remember when Goldilocks tasted the porridge from the first bowl? It was too hot. So she moved on to the second bowl, and it was too cold. And then there was the last remaining bowl, which she found to be just right. We know there's no one size fits all, but metaphorically, Hatchduo is that small bowl of porridge where we are sized just right, delivering a balance of quality, speed, and value to our clients. We run a tight-knit team at Hatchduo, so it's natural for many of us to wear various hats to fill different roles. I think the first and foremost characteristic would be skill, because you need to have solid skills in order to flourish in the world of consulting, period. I mean, it only makes sense, right? Because clients hire us to be their subject matter experts. To keep this skill sharp, it requires continuous learning and staying relevant with current process and technologies and future trends. Your skill is your gift, your talent, or your superpower. And I'm going to reference Steve Harvey because I think he said it best. Your gift or your talent is whatever you do best with the least amount of effort. Once you're able to recognize that skill that you're good at, use it to your advantage. Second is accountability. It's something I often struggle with at times, and it's such a difficult quality to find. I think of accountability as responsibility, ownership, and commitment in how we hold ourselves in doing what we say and saying what we do. And this leads me to the third characteristic, which is attitude. My partner John said it best: we don't like to work with divas. Our team is like a family, and it's important that we all get along. Influence is so powerful that it can be contagious, so we like to encourage good attitude and glass half full mentality because, as they say, one bad apple will spoil the bunch. The future meaning of Hatchduo. For now, that's a secret, but I hope you follow us on our journey. Stay tuned.